Hey guys, welcome to the Massive Iron Channel. I'm Steve Shaw, Editorial Director at TigerFitness.com and Muscle and Brawn Nutrition CEO. There is an article over at T-Nation by Dean Somerset, and I'm not going to link it below. You can find it. You can go to T-Nation. It's one of the recent articles. It basically talks about deadlifting every day. And I got this in my inbox. I clicked through and looked at it. A bunch of random stuff, kettlebell swings, 20 by 20 and all this kind of stuff. But there's one section in there where he calls for 90% of your deadlift max for 10 singles with 3 to 5 minutes of rest in between efforts. Now, I don't usually make videos telling you guys not to do things, but in this case, I'm going to advise you don't ever do this deadlift workout. It is a recipe for disaster. It is not a good way to build long-term deadlift strength. Those of you that know me know I preach against deadlifting at 90% or above on a regular basis. Save that for the platform. The deadlift is, in my opinion, the most unforgiving barbell exercise, and that is coming from someone who loves a deadlift. It's my signature lift. It's a lift I love, I obsess about, and I really work hard to assist people with bringing up their deadlift strength. I preach against deadlifting at 90% or above simply because it is an unforgiving lift. I don't believe deadlifting at this level is necessary to build your deadlift max. Now, if you're going to take 90% of your max and do one single, maybe two singles on a given training day at the end of a peaking cycle, I'm okay with that. But to do 10 singles at 90% of your max is, in my opinion, idiotic. It's foolish. It's one of the worst pieces of advice I've ever seen in an article. Your form is going to deteriorate. The stress you are putting on your lower back and your posterior chain in general, after the first few reps, you're going to start to get sloppy. And you're going to be in the middle of this workout and you're going to want to complete it, because that's what we do. When we get a challenge, we want to see it through. We want to complete it to the end. Your form is going to break down. It's going to deteriorate. You're going to weaken. You might feel fine, but it is far too risky. You could get 6, 7, 8 reps in, even if you could get that far in without torquing your system. There's just too much potential for things to go wrong. So don't ever do this type of work. Don't ever do this type of work. If you set up a peaking structure leading into a meet, and you want to approach 90% of your old 1 rep max, say a week or 10 days out from a powerlifting meet, that's cool. Now, here's an alternative, something you can do if you want to train heavier. Something I have done that is very successful and that I recommend. Instead of floor pulling with this type of weight, pull from 3, 5 to 7 inch blocks, or 3 to 5 to 7 inches on a rack. Because of this slight difference in height, you're not going to tax your lower back and your posterior chain as much, but you're still going to build up that quality strength, which will end up in a bigger deadlift pull. Most guys are pretty strong off the floor. If you're one of the few that's not, you can do things like deficit deadlifts, etc., but certainly not with that kind of heavy weight. So I sincerely encourage you guys to avoid this type of training. Again, Dean Somerset puts out a lot of good information. This is not a criticism of him or T-Nation, but I really want to point out this type of workout because it is reaching a large percentage of you. Don't ever do this type of work. If you want to pull with heavy work on the deadlift, do what the big hairy ugly guy does, the big hairy ugly dude does, and do so from right below the knee, 5 to 7, or maybe right at knee level, 5 to 7 inches, or right at knee level. Pull heavy weight. I found I can do this multiple times a week without taxing my lower back, my posterior chain, my mid back, and I can recover much more quickly. You might be able to do this type of thing without seeing any recovery issues. You might be able to do this without picking up an injury. Obviously, not everybody is going to just do this workout and get injured. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying it's far too risky and it is not the best way to build deadlift strength. So guys, hope this video has been of some help. If you have any questions or comments, hit up my Q&A link below. If you made it this far in this video and have yet to subscribe to my channel, please do. I would appreciate the support. Check out Huge Gainer, the ultimate post-workout drink, $24.99 only at Tiger Fitness. For 30 servings, check out my books, check out the Muscle and Brawn t-shirts. So guys, as always, thanks for watching. Have a great day.